welcome, my brothers. You know who it is. I'm D. It's the Future Fathers FF podcast. Let's get with it this evening, my bros. How you doing? Fathers everywhere. Thank you very much for all the nice comments. Thank you all to the new subscribers, new listeners, everyone out there who's supporting Future Fathers. We're trying to take it to the next level. So, my brothers, please like, share, subscribe, follow, do the flicky thing. You know how it goes already. How you been? How have you been, my bros? It's been a week. Look at me, I'm kicking stuff over in there. It's been a week. What you been up to? How's your youth been? How have you been? I hope everyone's okay. I hope you're okay. Good. Alright. My week's been fine. What have I been up to? A lot at work. But I can't get into it too much and tell nobody nothing. So yeah, I've been moving stuff around for people. Excuse me. Just doing my general duties, making sure stuff works, making sure the building's still upright, and I still have a job. So there you go. I hope all of you jobs are secure as well. If they're not, you know what? Secure one. If you can't do that, or if circumstances ain't right, you know what? There's always another way. We can always try something else. Anyway, let's not stick with that and get into a mode of work and jobs and how much and blah blah blah. No. We're here for a different subject today. Some different matter. A different matter for the grey matter of your mind. My brothers, fathers, I know mine ain't that great, and I'm just trying to make things better. I suppose our own personal finances. Now I'm talking a lot of different things. Yeah, well, first of all, in your tax returns for the years being put in. My brothers, my fathers out there, listen, don't get caught in not filing your taxes properly. Yeah, you all know what happened to one gentleman in particular. I won't mention said former major actor's name. I was trying to figure out the words of what to use. I don't even want to say too much. Anyway, yeah, you can't avoid your taxes. They're a major thing. If you're self-employed, or if you work for somebody else, well, actually, if you work for a company, you're kind of all right. If you work for an individual, you got to make sure that you're on top of that stuff. If you work for yourself, that has to be a must. You cannot and should not avoid doing your taxes every year or even every month. So when you get to the end of the year, you're not struggling to find the information that you need. And I tell you what, I learned this the hard way. Keep your stuff organized. Your papers need to be somewhere where they're accessible and they're in an order. So you're not having to stumble around looking for stuff. You know where it is. You know it's in order. Please, fathers, listen. It will help you help your children if these few things are in order. Simple, because your children, remember, we say this all the time, and my brothers say this all the time. Your children are always watching. Yeah. So they will see things that you're doing, and hopefully it would rub off on them, because then they will learn, well, you know, I need to be doing this, and it's not something foreign to them. It's something they've seen happen. It's something they know happens, and it's something they know has to happen. The next thing, my brothers, I'm sure she's gonna come knocking on the door and be like, D, what did I say to you? Anyway, the next thing is debt. Now I know this one is the next major thing, because for any man out there that has any kind of debt over their head, and you got family, even if you don't have family, and you're just on your own. I mean, with children, yeah, if you don't have children, that debt is a major thing that hangs over a lot of people's heads. A lot of people's heads, this one thing hangs over, and it's because a lot of us are unaware of how to deal with it. A lot of us are not aware that it doesn't take too much to get a little help, you know. Right now, there's quite a few different companies that are offering help with debt. There are different places talking about able to write off a certain amount of debt. There are so many different avenues. Obviously, these are all places, well, I can't say obviously, I don't know, I don't work for them. These are places that potentially could be, you know, looking for a little change, or just because you're able to put them onto other things or other people, that's how they're getting the money. I don't know how it works, I already said that. But there's ways you can get help with debt. There's all kinds of debt as well. Yeah, there's payments on your credit cards, there's car payments, there's rent debt, there's council tax debt, there's student loan debt, there's all kinds of different debt out there that is stifling. That's what it is, stifling. And if you're unaware and don't have the proper information, I can't imagine, I know, you'd be stumbling around like, oh my gosh, how do I get around this? How do I deal with this? What do I do? And especially if you haven't seen and you do not understand how to deal with that kind of stress, it will mash you up. It definitely will mash you up. My brothers, as I said on a number of occasions, yeah, I can only talk from experience. I've been in debt, quite a lot of debt, and had help with it and managed to pay it off, and, you know, got weight off my shoulders and felt like, well, okay, I got to start again, but it's all right. It's actually okay. Not like start again with getting more debt. No. I clean slate. All right, boom. I ain't got nothing hanging over my head. I'm good. I'm okay. Let's move forward. But there are some people that struggle with debt so much they're unable to move forward. This is why I'm saying these things today, because I don't want us as fathers to have to struggle and wonder to ourselves, well, I'm in this amount of debt. I don't know when I'm going to be able to make payments. They're going to be sending people to my house. I've got the children here. There's help. I'm going to see if I can. I'm not going to see. I'm going to put some links in the description for debt help on the video, and we'll see what we come up with, and you lot can sift through whatever I put up and take whatever information you need for yourself. If you need it to hand it on to someone else, then do that. We are all learning together. We all have this information that we should be sharing, which is why I'm doing this. So debt is a major thing that can be rectified. It can be avoided if you do, if you don't make, I don't want to say if you don't make bad decisions, because you can make a good decision for yourself in going to university and still end up in debt. So it's not necessarily bad decisions. The next thing on my list is pensions and state pension. Now, for us in England, obviously, I can't say obviously because people may not know. Your state pension is what the government gives you on retirement. The pension is what you put into through your own means. Now, whether that's through the job that you do, or whether you've put into a banker's pension or whatever type of pension, inputting money into, that is an investment in yourself and your future and your children's future. Dads, listen, carefully. I cannot stress to you how important it is that you sort out your work pension, your state pension, whatever kind of pension you need to be putting money into. Please, I'm telling you, I'm not even asking, I'm telling you, I'm asking you very politely, but I'm still telling you, you need to start your pension. If you haven't started it, if you haven't been putting money into a pension up until now, please, if there's only one thing you take away from today's episode, apply for a pension. I know it may sound like I don't need to do that. I didn't think I needed to do that. I did not think I needed to do that. Because you know what, when you're young, you feel, I'm going to live forever. I know we don't necessarily think we're going to live forever, but you know, you feel invincible, like, I don't need to worry about when I'm old. I'm cool. It's going to be all right. You do not know if things are going to be okay. None of us know. Even if you have money, you can never guarantee that it's going to stay, or the amount is going to stay the same, or it's going to grow or diminish. There is no guarantees in this life. None at all. So whatever you need, whatever steps you need to take, whoever you need to talk to at work, whatever online website you need to go to, if you hear about it and someone, please, you have no idea how much it will help you in the long run. And more time than not, you know what, bros? You don't even know how much you're actually paying. Well, you do know how much you're paying in. I shouldn't say that, because you do know. You should know how much you're paying into your pension. But when you're doing it with work and stuff, that money comes out before you even get it. So you don't necessarily see the money go anyway, but it's gone. And these are things that I was told when I was younger by my nan, and she was very adamant about it. D, you need to sort out your pension. You need to sort out your pension. So, and at the time, I didn't think it was necessary. Bearing in mind, I was 21, 22 when my nan was telling me this, but you have to remember, at 21, I was 22, I had 2 children. So my nan was giving me information and insight into something that I had no idea of. I did have no understanding, no overstanding at all. I just thought, why am I giving away my money? Not realizing I'm just investing in myself when I'm unable to work in the future. Because it will happen. There will come a time when I cannot work, or when I'm not allowed to. I need some money. My nan warned me against not having a pension and what it could be like, and you know how things could go. And then she explained to me about how she did her pension, my granddad did his pension, and what they're able to do. And I kind of thought, okay, let me see how this works. So I started paying into one pension, and I didn't even notice the money coming out. And the years went by, and I didn't pay any attention to it. I just kept paying in. Now, when I looked at my pension, when the tax office sends it to me, I'm like, okay, so there was there is, not was, there is merit in what my nan was telling me. The advice my nan was telling me, and my granddad. I'm not just gonna say my granddad didn't say anything, because my granddad was very adamant. And I can't say he wasn't adamant. He wasn't as adamant as my nan. Yeah, that's what it was. He wasn't as adamant as my nan. My nan was very, no, you know what? This is something that you need to do. You need to make sure this is in line. It's there. So what did it? It's okay. I look at it now and I'm like, thanks, Nan. Thank you very much. I've even said it to her. I've actually said the word, Nan, thank you very much for telling me to start my pension. So I'm passing that information on to you. Whoever hasn't done it or whoever doesn't know. Those of you that are I haven't done it or I didn't know I should be doing it, now you know because you've heard me say it. Do that. It's not no scam thing. It's not no e-commerce. It's not no drop shipping. It's not, it's not something you're gonna make money off of. It's a pot you're putting money into for yourself, for your future. Simple. That is the only way I can put it. And for all the black people listening, yeah, if you know about partner, think about it like this. You're putting down partner money for when you ain't working. Yeah, done. I had to make myself laugh with that one. That was quite funny. That was. And I think the last thing, fathers, on my list that I have anyway, is your will. Now, I know a lot of us do not want to think about that. None of us actually want to realize our own mortality. None of us want to think about, the day we're going to go. But it's inevitable. It will happen. You need to be prepared. And you notice, I'm not aiming this at the children. This is not for the children today, my guys. This is for you to secure your child's future. Or not secure it necessarily, but to make sure that the way is made a little bit easier for them. I don't want to get to 70 plus years old and I don't got a penny to my name. I would like to get to, an old age. I would like to get to old age, should I say. And I would like to feel like, you know what? The work that I put in my life and what I did with my money paid off like this. And then when I'm gone, I would like to be able to say, right, divvy it up this way. This person gets this person, this person, and so on and so on. You know what? If I'm able to give money away, like, yeah, do you know what? Shell out the blah, 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 and then you can give some to charity. I would love to be able to do that, but I don't know if I'll ever be in that position. But your will is something that I think a lot of the older gentlemen listening need to sort out. Because you don't want your money being taken away by the state or by the government and just put back into tax money, because that's what will happen, especially in England. If there's no one to claim the person's money, the government take it. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there that's not sorted out their will, that's now thinking, wait, the government are going to take my money? Yes, bros, they will take your money and feel no way about it at all. They won't inform your family and be like, no, you know what, he left this for you. No, they won't do that. They will take it and run and be like, yeah, safe. I don't think it's fair myself. I know it's not fair. But if you don't have your affairs in order, there are people out there willing to take advantage. And those people's name's the government. You're burying, or you're going to bury yourself on land that the government feel like they own. You're going to be taking up their space. You know, you've got to be using facilities that people are paying back to the government. It's all you've got to do. No, you don't want to do that. You really do not want to do that. That's not fair on you. It's not fair on your family. And especially if you've got something to leave behind. If you've got a pension, imagine this. Imagine, yeah, you've gone through life. You've done your personal taxes, sorted out all your debt. You're making sure your taxes are filed on time every single year. Yeah, your pensions are in order, but you ain't got a will. So when you dead and gone, who, if you've got children and family, immediate family, who gets the benefit of what you've done? Nobody. Make sure there's somebody that benefits from the work you've put in throughout your life and throughout the amount of sacrifice, pain, struggle that you've gone through. Somebody else should be able to benefit from that. I myself am trying my hardest to make sure that my children can benefit from all the sacrifices that I've made through going through different types of work, trying to find different X amount of ways to make money and try and put it down for them. Hopefully, when I'm gone, I know I will be sorting out my will in a few years. Now, I know I'm saying, oh yeah, you should do it. Bros, I think I'm going to do that myself. I'm 40 now. So, you know what I mean? I suppose I need to start looking into that. So don't think I'm just telling you and I'm not going to do that myself. I am. I'm going to recap you on this one. I'm going to let you know when my will's sorted out. I know it sounds a bit morbid, but brothers, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know when we're going to go. We don't know how long we're going to be here. None of us know these answers. But we know we were here. We've got people that we're leaving behind, and we need to make sure that they're catered for. That's all we need to do. Just make sure they're all right. That's all we need to do. I think one of the biggest things that we need to do with our money in terms of looking after our personal finances is we need to start making smarter decisions with our money, especially if you've got children. Guys, even if you don't have children, even if you don't, and you're looking after yourself, making better decisions with your money just makes sense. If you're somebody who you like things, which goes into my next point, if you're somebody who likes things, stop feeling like you deserve things. You're alive, you're existing, and you're working. You will reward yourself from time to time. Of course, we all need it. We all like to know, yeah, I was able to buy something for myself. But we need to stop feeling like, yeah, do you know what? I deserve this. Because sometimes we actually don't. I know I do this myself. I feel like, yeah, I'm going to get that for myself because I've done all this work and I should. I don't necessarily need it. Like, I used to do that with my whole podcasting setup. I used to feel like, oh my gosh, I don't have this. Oh my gosh, I don't have that. Like, we've not done live in here because I don't have the right equipment. That is it. But it's not stopping me from trying. I've tried. And now I know, right, okay, I'm at a stage where I can't do that just yet. Let me move forward with that. So I'm trying to say, right, do you know what? I don't need to do that right now. What I need to do is just do what I'm doing. Just make the content, put it out there. The man them will listen, and you are listening, and I give thanks for you listening, trust me. And I think one of the biggest things that we need to do as men is learn to make sacrifices. You don't have to be shelling out all of your money to some women. You don't have to be shelling out all of your money because of where you live. You can find the smaller space. You can be single. And I know there's a lot of guys out there, no, I have to spend money on my chick. Brother, I'm exactly that. I feel like I have to spend money on my missus, but you know what? There's certain times when I'm like, no, I know she's okay. If anything, I give her the money, and if she wants to do whatever she needs to, she can do that with it. More time than not, she'll put it down. But, that's neither here nor there. Well, actually it is, because the money's being put down. She's taking care of her personal finances, which I am helping her to do. She helps me as well, but I'm just saying, that's what it is. I had to point that out because I was just like, oh no, she's putting it down as well. That's her personal finances. So I was just underlining that, pointing that out. I don't know how this is gonna help any of you, but I know just being able to say something to somebody and have somebody listen. And I know you guys are listening. This is why I'm saying it. I know you guys are listening. Your personal finances is a major thing. They're personal, they're yours, and it's your money, it's your finance. Take care of it. Make sure you've got some, or a little bit at least. And make sure if you've got children that you're looking after yourself in a fashion that when you're gone, they're kind of helped out. There's no hiding anything. We're not trying to hide anything from them. We're just trying to make sure that they're aware of how your finances should be dealt with. Because you don't want your children falling into a hole thinking, oh my gosh, I don't know how to deal with this. I never saw anyone deal with it before. They see you and they know how you dealt with it. All you have to do is within time and within reason, just give them little explanations. Dad's doing this because it's for our future. They will understand. Over time, they will understand. Now, I don't want you to feel like I've said this to you and it's something that, oh yeah, do you know what? I'm gonna pass over that one. Guys, as I stated before, making sure your personal taxes and your tax codes are up to date is vital. You're a working man. You don't want the government taking the mick with your money. If you're in debt, you want to clear yourself of as much of that debt as possible, if not all of it. Just so the government are not taking the mick with you. If you've got a job and you're doing quite well, even if you're not doing quite well, and you're able, not even able, that's not even the point. If you have a job, even if you don't have a job, please open a pension. Something you can put money into and put money down for later on in life, not only for yourself, but for your children's sake. And last of all, my brothers, from every nation across the world, from all walks of life, all fathers, your last will and testament will be the last word you have and the last say you give on what possessions you have and who they go to. You do not want the government messing around with your money that you have made for your children. You want to leave it to them, and you want them to be comfortable no matter how much it is, no matter how little. My brothers, I'm D. It's been a dope episode with you lot listening. Thank you very much. Please, as I stated, like, share, subscribe, follow, do the flicky button. And bros, stay blessed.